Thank you for joining me for today's practice. My name is Paula. So today's sequence is primarily for releasing muscles around the neck, a little bit into the upper body and the side body, but also a really lovely practice to support you if you're experiencing a lot of anxiety or a little bit of chronic stress. We'll use some very simple movements connected with breathing, which encourage the parasympathetic nervous system to kick in. So often when we experience anxiety, we have a physiological response. So that might be tightness in the chest or racing heart or a bit sweaty in the palms. So we experience it in the body a lot of the time. And so the way that this practice works, and a lot of other yoga practices as well, is that we're kind of coming to the body and signaling safety and encouraging everything to slow down a little bit to bring us out of that stress response that you might be experiencing. So very simple movements. We're just going to start seated on a blanket or a block. You don't have to. You could just be sitting on the mat if that's enough for you. I have a bolster here just for the end of the practice when we lie down on our back if you want to pop something underneath your knees. Make sure you're nice and warm, and let's come to a seated position. So we're going to start in comfortable crossed legs. Whichever leg in front is fine. Resting the hands down onto the legs. Taking some time, make yourself feel comfortable. And if it feels okay to do so, closing down the eyes. If you would prefer to keep the eyes slightly open, just finding a steady spot for the eyes. Taking a few moments to check in, just noticing what's here. And if it feels too much to come inwards, then take your focus outwards, so noticing the sounds around you. You might notice the sound of my voice, sounds of the room, perhaps sounds that are outside the room. And then we're going to bring the attention to the breathing just for a few moments, trying to slow down the inhale and slow down the exhale. Doing that 2 more times, slowing down the inhale and slowing down the exhale. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. And then when you're ready, let's open up the eyes. Let's interlace the hands at the base of the head. Just really cradling the base of the head, thumbs are pointing down, just allowing the head to lean back into the hands and using the hands to create a little bit of gentle traction to start to lengthen up through the neck. And elbows just very slightly hugging in to drop the muscles at the base of the neck down. Let's take an inhale to lift the sternum up, lift the eyes, and then as you exhale, letting the chin drop down towards the chest, elbows can drop in, and then we'll just move through a couple of times. Take an inhale, lifting the sternum, lift the eyes, and then exhale, letting the chin drop down, elbows relax in, and then one more time, inhaling, lifting the sternum, lift the eyes, and then exhale. This time, let's hold with the chin down towards the chest. Just allow the weight of the hands to gently stretch out the back of the neck into those upper shoulders. No need to pull the head down, so just really sensing the weight of the hands. Keep the breathing going. Just tuning your attention to any little shifts that start to happen, any opening in the back of the neck and the shoulders, anything you can let go of. And then on the next in-breath, let's come back up to center, and we'll just hold it here for a moment. Let's take another inhale, and then as you exhale, let's twist the torso to the right. Both hips stay down, eyes looking over to the right, and then inhale, center. Exhale, twisting with the upper body to the left, eyes looking to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhaling to the left. And then inhale, center. Let's exhale to the right, and we're going to hold it here. If it gets too uncomfortable, you can drop the arms down, but if you can, trying to keep the arms there, check in with the muscles at the base of the neck, try to release it away from the ears, eyes looking over to the right. Taking one more full breath. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale through center. Let's release the arms down for a moment. Just allow the arms to relax. Just tuning inwards, noticing what's happening in the body. Might experience some tingling in the arms, just for releasing it down again. And then let's bring those hands back at the base of the head, using those hands to lengthen up, drop the muscles at the base of the neck, take an inhale, and then exhale, twisting to the left, and let's hold it here. Notice if you can be in a position where it's just before you're overstraining. So we want to keep the breath as open as we can. Just notice what you're seeing. What's the color? What's the texture? What's the shape? Taking one more full breath, inhaling, staying for the exhale. And then let's inhale to come back to center. And let's release the arms down. And once again, just tuning your attention towards the body. Notice how your body's feeling. This residual sensation in those arms. Notice what's happening with your breath. And now let's take an inhale and then exhale to drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. And we'll bring this right hand up and over, just behind the left ear, and using the weight of that top hand to just gently open up the space along the left side of the neck to the tip of the left shoulder. So letting that left arm hang. And you can keep the eyes open, you can look straight ahead, or if you want to close the eyes, if that feels okay, then closing the eyes. And this might be enough for you, enough sensation, just staying here, breathing into that left side of the neck, noticing if there's any space, any changes. Alternatively, if you want to extend that left arm away, palm is facing forward, lengthening out through the fingertips, just to increase that stretch. Easy breaths. And then let's release that top hand, bringing the head back up, just noticing any difference between the left side of the body and the right side of the body. And then let's drop that left ear down to the left shoulder now, taking that left hand up and over the side of the head, just behind that right ear, trying to draw the tip of the right shoulder away from the right ear. And once again, you can keep the eyes open, noticing what you're seeing, or you can close the eyes down. Really feeling into the sensation into that right side of the neck. Gently drawing the tip of the right shoulder away from the right ear. Either staying just as you are, or option to extend that right arms slightly away, palm facing forward, lengthening out through the fingertips. So listening in, noticing any shifts, any changes in that right shoulder, neck area, right into the base of the head. Slowing down the breathing. And then on the next inhale, let's release that top hand. Bring the head back up to center. Once again, just allowing the head to just stack right up onto the top of the spine. Just noticing the right side of the body and the left side of the body together. And then let's come off your blanket, coming down onto your belly. So we're going to come into our Sphinx pose, setting up the elbows just underneath the shoulders, palms the hands down, legs relaxed, feet hip distance apart. Taking an inhale, and then as you exhale, turning the head to look over the right shoulder, looking slightly over to the right there. And we're just going to hold it here. So just opening up that left side of the neck. If you can, we're going to keep the eyes open. Just for about 3 more full breaths. Noticing if there's anything you can let go of. Just gently trying to stay connected to your breathing. And then let's inhale back through center, releasing down, just stacking one hand on top of the other, and then rest the forehead down onto your hands. So allowing the whole body to soften here. And then making your way back up onto the forearms. Head center for a moment, inhale, and then exhale, turning the head to look over towards the left. Keeping the eyes open, just opening up that right side of the neck. There's a big muscle called the sternocleidomastoid muscle that tends to get very tight. Three more full breaths here. Just noticing if there's any way you can let go. And then inhale, come back through center. And then once again, just lying down, laying your forehead down onto your hands. Relaxing the shoulders completely. Closing down the eyes. And then let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Just sit yourself back. Just to a kneeling position for a moment so we can set up for our Shavasana. Pillows or bolster for underneath your knees. I'm just going to pop the blanket up here for my head, so that can be quite nice just to support the head. Make sure you're nice and warm, so you grab anything that you might need, and then when you're ready, lying down onto your back. Just taking some time just to make yourself feel comfortable lying down on your back. When you feel ready, closing down the eyes, if that feels comfortable. Let's place the right hand onto the belly and then the left hand just over the chest. Just feeling the weight of the hands onto the torso. Taking a few deeper, fuller breaths into the hands, feeling the chest and the belly rise. And as you exhale, belly and the chest falls. Just continue just for another few rounds, feeling the breath move the hands as you inhale. And as you exhale. And then let's release the hands back down by your side, palms facing up. Just noticing how you're feeling, how your body's feeling. Just allowing whatever is here to be here. Knowing there is no right or wrong way to be or feel. If you're still experiencing some of that residual anxiety or any other feelings, that's okay. Just allow it to be here. Noticing if you can slow down the exhale ever so slightly. Having a sense of surrendering the weight of the body. Releasing the muscles of the face. Softening the front of the throat. Soft belly. Picturing the whole front side of the body. And then the whole back side of the body. The whole right side of the body. And the whole left side of the body. Having a sense of the whole body together. Allowing yourself to rest here for the next few minutes.
Please feel free to stay resting here if you would like to. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. Namaste.